Welcome to Shiz University. Galinda and Elphaba's dorm room from the movie Wicked was my inspiration behind this room renovation, probably my favorite project to date. I am Annie from Champagne Chaos. I've not done one of these videos in a long time, so bear with me as I remember how to speak to the camera again. My family has been obsessed with the play Wicked, so as soon as we found out it was coming out in movie format, we knew we had to see it right away in theaters, and it did not disappoint. If you have not seen it, you need to. The movie sets are unlike anything I've ever seen before. We watched all the behind the scenes. We just soaked up every minute of it. When Kate decided that she wanted, it all started with a vanity. She wanted a vanity, almost like an IKEA-esque vanity with storage and a mirror and all these things. And I asked her if I could create it in the likeness of Galinda's dorm room at Shiz so that I could selfishly go with the aesthetic that I liked. I have never had more fun with a project. I took it too far. I got a little lost in it. I became obsessed with the details and I have no regrets. Sometimes I think she still wants the IKEA vanity. That's okay. So I'm gonna break it down. I didn't realize the key to designing this room, what really helped me is there is an interactive website where you can actually click into the dorm room and you can see it, see all images of it. You can zoom in, you can move around. There were certain elements in the movie that stuck out to me immediately. I think the flowers, I wanted to use the same types of flowers that they had in the room. The pink lamp that Glinda, shuts off during the song. The huge luggage, obviously, that was a huge piece of it. The dorm room just oozes wealth. This room is a normal bedroom and with normal drywall walls, I wanted to create the same level of luxury. Is luxury the right word? The same feel in this smaller space as you get in the movie. Obviously, I couldn't go super dark with the woods because it's a much smaller space, but I made the whole room almost feel like it's made out of wood paneling, which is very expensive. It's not real wood paneling. These walls are drywall. Inside, this is still the drywall that was originally there. This is actually MDF, which is a cheaper option. And I just got these arches off of Amazon. You could do your own, create your own arches, which would probably save even more money. I had just come off of our Murphy door hallway closet project and I was all arched out. I had cut so many arches with my router that I just didn't want to cut anymore. I also liked that I could take, human error out of it too. I had to cover up the look of it with Retique It. And this process took me a long time because I wanted to find the right wood tone. I used this primer. It's amazing. It's a liquid wood primer. So it acts like any other primer where it covers up, makes it look uniform, but then it has liquid wood pieces in it. I don't totally understand how that works, but I do know that it works and you can stain it. I think I tried 3 or 4 at least different stains. The beauty of it is when I hated it, I was able to paint over it and start over. At least it's not permanent, but obviously time and money goes into each attempt, which was a little painful. I bought a bunch of stencils to imitate the stencils that are on the wood paneling in the movie. One of my favorite components is the 3D florals. When I get to the closet door, I'll show you some of the ones I created myself. These are like some sort of flex trim, and I got these off of Etsy. They have 3D florals that are made for furniture, or I mean, you can use them in any way, shape, or form. These are literally just attached to the wall with hot glue, so I should be able to take them off at some point. As much as I wanted to get lost in this design and just do whatever was necessary, I also had in the back of my mind that if we move someday, I want to be able to sell our house. I don't want someone to not be able to use this room. And so all you would have to do is just paint over anything you don't want and then remove the 3D flowers, and it just looks like a really pretty crown or a chair rail detail around the room. I just love it so much. Another piece worth calling out is the baseboard. When we moved into this house, we had the floors redone, and the installers did not remove the baseboards before installing the floors, which means our baseboards are basically all built in to the flooring and very difficult to remove. I will usually add a piece of trim above the baseboard to kind of meet up with whatever paneling I'm adding. So I've done this in multiple spaces, and here I just used a more ornate piece of trim to build up the baseboard so it looks like it's one large piece of baseboard. Where the MDF arch meets the fluted paneling, I just added a little bit of trim around that to hide the seam but also elevate the look. And then the top is just a chair rail detail. Here is the 3D florals that I added to the door. This is also a Retikit stain that I use. This is just a black stain. Even without using the graining tool, the graining tool is something you can use to get more of a realistic wood look. You can go more rustic with more knots, kind of fork looking. I don't know how to describe it. You can just play around with it. And again, you're creating wood out of paint. So it's really whatever look you land on. Or you can just do it, just paint on the stain, and you get naturally kind of some highs and lows because it's a stain. And I love the black off of the pecan wood stain. I don't know what it is, but it just gives me all the feels that I'm going for. These 3D flowers I created with the epoxy and with the silicone molds. I also got a few of these bigger ones in the corners. There's a few bigger pieces of the flex molding 3D flowers from Etsy. But most of these I did myself and just played around with how to mimic the vibe of the main door in the dorm room. Obviously, it's not nearly as grand, but I love this touch that it gives to the room. Onto the luggage. I'm always obsessed with anything that is functional and beautiful. That is probably my number one goal with every project, is to make it functional and also beautiful. I wanted to make this into like a really big dollhouse type setup so she could use it to play with her Barbies, whatever, and then shut it, to hide the mess. It's not exactly what I envisioned on the inside, but it's her room, so I'm trying to let it go. I didn't make this one, but I did add her initial on it. Every time I think I have a favorite in this room, I realize that I actually have 20 favorite things in this room. But I love the curve of this. I added just velvet contact paper and and leather. There were a couple pieces of Glinda's luggage that were my favorite, and the tall wardrobe steamer trunk. That one was one of my favorites. And then the curved piece, I actually got two of these and I was going to combine the two to make it one larger piece, but I've taken up a lot of room in here already, and so I don't want to make it too large and bulky for the space. The gramophone, obviously iconic in there on her dresser. This is the only storage piece that I created that is basically just for looks. And again, it stands out in the movie when she's singing and the shoes all pop down in the storage piece and then they pop out into the display. And so I just could not resist doing that. I still would like to, it looks beautiful even when these are folded up. And so I may eventually add some actual functional storage behind here, because right now it's just for looks, but also it's kind of out of the way and it looks really cool. And it does technically store something, even if it's not the most functional storage. It's IKEA. This is Amazon, IKEA, the steamer wardrobe trunk, Amazon. Since I was covering them up with the leather and the contact paper and the hardware and everything, I went cheap for the inside part of it. Have you seen the prices for, an actual like vintage trunk? It's a lot. I feel like I've barely made a dent in the design of this room. It's gonna need to be a part 2 when I can get into the hand-painted wallpaper and the loft bed build, and then everything that I added accessories wise and just functionality, because it is still a bedroom. So framing out the window, oh man, it's a lot. There's a lot in this room. There's a lot.